welcome to another scene of San Francisco by Night Hunter the Vigil. Today we are finding ourselves in the Ellison mansion, morning right after the last night's break-in to the mobster's house. And I guess we're meeting in the dining room for breakfast. So, yeah, Cadence turn.
Um, After pretending to sleep during the night, or what was left of it, Caden waits for Cassandra to wake up. When she does, he goes to the dining room and just sits there waiting for her to arrive for breakfast.
Well, about approximately 7, I want to say, minutes later, he's gonna go down by the dining room and he's gonna sit next to him. Did you sleep at all?
Mm, no. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Better, to be honest. It was a moment of shock, but it was all too inconclusive for me to be sure of anything for now.
Yeah, the problem is that what we have in terms of evidence is circumstantial at best and, forgive the word, but psychic at worst.
What?
Um, He's just gonna look around, make sure that nobody's there.
Uh, Probably there was like a maid or someone just to take care of the breakfast, but he's going to tell them to go away.
When I took the gun from you,
Hmm.
I got some things from it that were pretty intense.
Like what?
Hey, it's best if we talk about it when we're in the bunker, not here.
Fine.
But as for actual evidence, I did shoot the gun and I do have the bullet, so all I need to do is gain access to the ballistics records, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna match up with several cases. That's the most solid we have in terms of evidence. The problem
Yes.
is that it's evidence that was gathered illegally, so we'll have to come up with a plan of action after we manage to get all the answers we need.
That's not something you need to worry about.
I do worry about it because of what you said last night.
What?
Well,
Ah, I see.
you know,
As I
it
said,
really
it was a
worries me.
moment. It was a moment of shock. I managed to gather myself better now.
Well, yeah, I still need to make sure that that's the case and that you understand fully.
Maybe it even wasn't him. There is no concrete proof of it yet,
No, not yet.
although although it probably was.
And what if we confirm it? What then?
Then we have some more people to investigate.
We already do. It's really.
The woman with the red dress.
This is something that might come up. But think. Remember the
The
list?
memory the memory yesterday was way more clear than it has ever been. And there was a woman with a red dress.
Could it be the one from the voice message?
It probably is. It seemed like she was the one who hired the man who do that.
Or it could have been his handler,
Hmm.
meaning maybe she was the one who received the contract and assigned him to fulfill
She
it.
she said that she thought he was a professional and she wasn't too happy about the way she did things.
I don't know. We can't go just by memories. It's not solid enough.
Mm, no,
What
but we need
we
to find out
can,
who this woman was.
we do. But for now, we need to focus on the things that we can control. Remember the list of names? The line
Yeah,
of succession, if you will?
yes.
That man, Lance Varric, was the first in line.
We should also investigate him. Although
I
I have a
have an
feeling
idea.
he was the least involved in all this. He was probably involved, but I think he was not the most interested.
Well, to be fair, you were but a child at the time, and remember in the datapad that message said that he was supposed to have taken the company, and this is the name that's the first in line. So, here's what I think we should do. We have to contact him somehow, false pretenses, of course, record his voice, and then we'll have something to compare to the message. If we can match it, assume it's him, we'll have something a lot more solid.
Fair enough, but I don't think we can do much for now. I suggest we wait until Jacobs is out of the prison so we can ask him questions. And in the meantime, we can focus on you.
Well, there is something.
Hmm.
I was looking at the surveillance of Andy's apartment. He never returned, but the package was delivered there. And I mean to go and find out what it is. Or at least who sent it, or maybe gather prints or trace or whatever I can from this.
Hmm.
At the same time, I still think that we need to make a call to this Lance person and just pretend we're looking for, you know, just a business proposal, I suppose, and just record him. It wouldn't hurt anything.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not that good at lying.
Yeah, neither am I, but we're not alone in this. We can, I don't know, ask Ruben.
I could ask my friend to deal with that because,
I don't know
let's face it,
if we should
I
involve other
don't know
people.
that much about them. Well, uh, sh- theoretically, she takes care of the company. It would make sense, but at the same time, I don't think I really want to involve her in this. She thinks way too highly of me for me to destroy her expectations like this.
Okay.
She didn't even want me to talk to her sister, even though her sister does pretty much the same thing I do.
You know, have you thought that there might be a different reason for that?
Like,
I don't know. I don't know your friend, so I don't know what her dealings are or her sister's dealings, but obviously she doesn't know about your double life, let's say.
she doesn't.
And I think it's best if we keep it that way.
Hmm, I
You know
agree.
what bothered me though yesterday?
What?
You don't know the names of your own staff.
I don't talk to them.
Yes, but they're in your house. Especially now. You need to know. You need to know at least their
Cassius
background.
does. He manages them.
You can't leave it all to Cassius.
I can't be worried about everything, or I won't have time to do anything.
All I'm saying is you need to be careful and aware.
By the way, I sent. I told Cal to hire some guards for the new project we are working on, and not to work with Modoc because it's near the where the people are missing. I think I already told you about that. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't want anyone to go missing while working for me.
I have a suspicion that Modok is more involved with Section 9. Or is involved with Section 9. I don't know. I'm just. I don't know if I'm paranoid or if I'm seeing things, but ever since we joined that thing, Modok keeps coming up all the time.
Well, they are the ones who deal with security in my company, which is exactly why I don't want them to work in the new project. And I don't like the fact that they have access to everything my company does.
Well, they are more involved everywhere. Or I don't remember. Did I tell you about my parents moving?
No, I don't think you did.
Apparently, Modok was doing some who knows what up in Boston, and there were earthquakes. So both my parents and Ruben's parents have been relocated to new homes that were paid for by Modok.
Earthquakes in Boston?
Yeah, that's the same reaction that I had.
That's Weird.
It's more than troubling because I feel that it's like they own us. They seem to be involved in everything.
Hmm. I think I might need my company to start working on security now. Well, at least our own security.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. I really don't think I can trust Modok. I, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't want my parents or Ruben's parents to be in danger. It's already too much for me.
Do you think they're keeping them as hostages in a gilded cage?
It's possible. Either hostages or leverage. Or a way to keep us in line, I guess. I don't know.
Hmm.
I hope it's none of these, but it's just too suspicious and too convenient, and I just don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I need to keep Cassius safe.
Well, yeah. Let's hope that. Oh man, and Valentine's fiance is working for Modoc.
Hmm. Don't you think that's a bit strange?
Yes, I do think it's a bit strange because I think that it's recent too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on a different note, I may be able to find us another sample of the serum.
Ah,
However, we have to first know who and where is going to be testing it.
depending on how fast the new facility gets built, we could test it there because I think that's going to be a lot more safe
I
than
think
the
we need a lot more urgency
main
than
one.
that.
Well, do you have any ideas then? I cannot trust
I mean,
my own company when they are so
no,
controlled by
but
Modoc.
well, if we. I was hoping that we could get Dr. Black, but I haven't been able to reach him, which is quite suspicious as well. I'm getting more and more paranoid every day, it seems. Um, but if we could find someone with sufficient, someone that we trust, or from our group, that has sufficient knowledge in science, perhaps you could just use your labs after hours and do it ourselves.
What about that doctor?
Well, I wasn't able to reach him,
Hmm.
but the
Hmm.
person that is going to procure the sample for us needs some assurances because he's gonna find himself in a pickle if, you know. I don't believe you met him.
Maybe, maybe I could do that along with Cassius.
Probably Ruben could also take a look. Like, he does have an eye for science, generally speaking. Is Cassius good in medicine?
in medicine. Yes, he is. He is the one who usually patches me up when I injure myself.
Well, yeah, but would he be able to recognize substances? Or, well, to be fair, the machines do most of that nowadays, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. He is good, and he taught me quite a bit on medicine. I didn't learn that much, but I know some things. True.
Okay, so, well, it sounds like a solid plan. I guess we could try and meet with Mr. Valdrick and tell him about it. He's
With who?
also he's also in section 9 and he's also very 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 suspicious of them. I bought some materials from him the other day and well, I went to him yesterday and I asked him if we could get another sample.
What kinds of materials did you buy?
Upgrades for the grappling hook so we won't need to have a repeat of last night. Thank you by the way.
Hmm, no problem. I think it could have gone a lot better, but it
Yeah,
happened.
well, I did not expect the lockpick to break like that. I also didn't expect there to be a camera there. At least we
Seems
got
like
what
he
we
was
needed.
already. Seems like he was ready for us or something of the sort.
I don't think he was ready for us. If he was ready for us, we wouldn't be successful, and in the end, we got what we wanted
But
and we escaped, so that's what matters.
the thing is, he kept those documents after all these years. If he wanted them to be gone forever and had no plans for them, he would have just destroyed them. Why why didn't he keep them?
Maybe he's blackmailing the person who hired him.
Huh. I mean, it seems like he grew a lot. He used to be just a hitman, and now he's a mafia boss.
He's a remorseless monster, that's what he is.
That's true.
That's that's what I felt when I was holding the gun. He was prideful, elated even. He felt no remorse about anything that he had done with his gun.
Don't worry, we'll make him feel remorse. I will make him feel remorse.
You know, you're really scaring me when you say things like that.
I'm sorry, but
Hey, listen here. I'm just gonna grab his hand.
yes,
Look, I know that yesterday it was an outburst, but I want you to really think about what you said very well. Because I know you're right. He deserves everything that he gets, and perhaps he deserves to be killed or die or whatever. But I don't think it's for you to do. It won't bring them back, and the only thing you're going to kill is something that you won't be able to get back. Believe me, what you were proposing was, oh, it was downright murder. It's not even close to the situation I find myself in, and that's eating me up from inside ever since that day. And that was self defense. It's not the same. Just don't Don't sacrifice your integrity just for revenge. It's not worth it. There are other ways.
I know, but it's hard
I know doing the right
to.
thing isn't easy. But look, if we find the evidence that we need, we can take him to task, okay? And you, well, you have power, okay? You can speed things along. If actual justice fails, then I guess we can give our own justice, but not before then.
Justice will fail. I am quite sure of it. Even if I try to buy my way into actual justice, I don't think that's going to work. And do you know why?
No.
Because I would say, after hearing the conversation that guy had with this woman, I wouldn't be surprised if he was also involved with Section 9 in some way. And they have a lot more power than I do, even with all my money.
Well, then we'll find a different way.
But if they are involved, why would they do it?
I don't know, but understand that if they are involved, it's not gonna be easy taking them down.
It won't. But it will also be hard to play along with them.
You think I don't know? I'm dreading the moment that we have to go back there, knowing what I know. And I know that I don't have enough evidence yet. I just have this gut feeling telling me that they are the ones that got my brother. I don't know what to do when I go there. I really don't know what I'll do.
We need to plan things.
Well, what I know for sure is that I need to ride back to LA and get that package.
Do you want me to go with you?
I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Why?
Because I don't know what's there.
Then, isn't it better to have backup?
You know, I hate it when you make sense. You know, it's 2 hours to go and 2 hours back, right?
Yes. And?
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt then, if you're okay with that.
Well, I have to keep my mind distracted anyways. And I'll be helping you, so win win.
You know, we're in this weird situation that we both have things in our head that we both need to keep being distracted from. It just goes to this back and forth. It's really, really weird. Because in every case, one of us is going to be in the shitter and the other one is going to be, I guess, the clear head.
Seems like lately things are getting weirder and weirder by the hour. So,
Well, to be honest,
guess we have to get used to it.
that's the thing. I'm starting to get used to it. And well, if things were still normal, I mean, she will not say.
If things were still normal, we probably would never have met.
Okay, that's scary.
That is true, though.
Yeah, but you're the one accusing me of reading your mind, and you're reading my mind.
I'm. I'm not reading your mind.
What was that then? Yes, you did.
What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. All good, all good. All good. Just trying to think if there's anything I'm missing, or if there's anything I forgot. Hmm.
How is Ruben?
Well, the usual, trying to hide the fact that he's super depressed by being silly. But I'm assuming he's probably working on unlocking that laptop.
Hmm. I think maybe we don't need to raid the ar- archives.
Mm, well, I think we still do. Okay, for one, I don't know if I'll be able to gain access to the ballistic records. That's one thing. The other thing is, it's not just your files, it's also Valentine's files and her team that we need to get. And whatever evidence was left on the scene. If I can see things through items, perhaps I could see some things that you couldn't remember.
Hmm.
And of course, knowing where it happened exactly, that would be more help. I mean, I know it's been many years, but maybe something was overlooked.
This woman in the red dress.
Well, I don't
I
assume
had
that
a.
there's going to be a trace of her after 17 years, but I mean, it's a place to start.
Hmm.
Anyway, I think
Yeah.
I should probably ask for access to the ballistics files from the main guy there. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. We'll see, but right now this is the most solid thing we have, that and that Varen guy. And we should pursue them.
Hmm. How long do you think it will take for him to be free again?
Well, I suppose suppose that depends on what he was arrested for and how good of a lawyer he has.
Probably it won't take him too long. When
Hmm.
he is free,
When he's
we
free,
need to
there's
pay
a
him
good
another visit.
there's a good chance that he might run, since we semi-botched it, so he knows that someone is after him. Hmm. What if we What if we try and have Valentine be involved with his release? Maybe she could plant a tracker on him.
I don't think Valentine has that much influence inside the police, but I suppose we could try.
I mean, it's small cops that take care of these things.
True. It's worth a shot.
Are you sure that if when we go see him that you will not lash out?
I can't be sure of anything, but I'll do my best.
Well, because if you do, I don't think I can restrain you.
I have trained myself to be in control for all those years. If I can't control myself for this moment that is so important, then it was all a waste.
That's not entirely true. It's just you have not before found yourself faced with such a profound and traumatizing situation. So, well, maybe you can meditate before we do that, I suppose.
I'll make sure to do so.
Well, speaking of, how about you show me some
Yes.
moves? You said you would teach me.
Mm, right.
I mean, now is a good chance as any, since I'm here.
Fair enough. Um, let's go back to the bunker then. Well, let's go there because we weren't there yet. You get the point.
I'm assuming the rest of the people in the house don't know about the bunker, right?
Just Cassius.
Okay, okay, good.
Right. So how are we going to do this?
Um, improvise. Well, I guess we can do some brawl contests and then we embellish it pretty much.
Mm.
And probably I will have to do the attack because otherwise it would be very, very, very unfair, I assume.
Why?
Well, because if you're a ninja, you don't go at someone who has no knowledge. That's not how you start things, I would assume. You start with
True.
defending so that you show them how to defend.
True. How does defense apply? Again?
You defense is you subtract the defense from the roll.
Ah, okay.
This is gonna be
Oh, my
hilarious.
defense without the armor is 8.
Without the armor. Huh.
Yeah, because
Um,
we did it 6.
I don't think I have the dice for this. Dude, I don't think. I definitely don't have the dice for this. Because, I guess it's going to be a chance die. So, fuck. Actually, not even a chance die. Mm. Oh, fuck, I don't know how to do this. Give me a second. Uh,
Well,
well, Brandon
martial
is.
arts add 2 dots to defense. Well, add 2 defense.
Well, see, my roll, my pool is like with the minus is 2 dice. Well, so technically it's -6 dice. If your defense is fucking 8. Uh, but well, I think we should do it without defense, because I think that applies for damage. Or I don't know. Fuck. How do I find
Okay.
that thing now? I'm not gonna scroll. Yeah, let's do it for now like this, and this is gonna suck. Oh, I got 1 success. Okay, roll your thing.
Hmm.
Ouch. Okay, that's an ouch. So,
Good, but you need to improve.
oh, you don't say. Well, probably going against a ninja without having any prior experience isn't the best idea I ever have had in the world.
Well, you have to start somehow.
Yeah, let's try that again. Ooh, that was lucky.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we can count this as a grapple that I'm losing.
See, you're getting better now.
I think you're letting me.
Mm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're letting me.
Why would I do that?
Cause otherwise it would ruin what's left of my pride, perhaps?
Uh, didn't know you were so worried about pride.
I'm not. I'm just saying, you know.
Hmm. Okay.
Bonk.
Wait, do you want to
Fail.
try again? Huh.
Okay, roll it. Let's see what happens. 1 success. Wow, it's not bad. Uh,
What happened this time? I thought you were getting better.
well, I mean, I. Well, I guess I like being pinned down.
Mm, I don't think this is the appropriate time.
And no, yeah, I wasn't saying anything. I'm just saying. Well, you asked, I answered.
Mm-hmm.
the leg has runneth out.
For me too, apparently.
Yeah, what the hell? This is so strange. So fucking strange.
You know, maybe I should get you a suit.
Oh no, no, that would be. No, I think that would hinder me. Probably.
Why?
Because I'm better at getting out of the way. Okay, don't we do this? You try to get me, and I'll dodge. I'm good at dodging, I
Hmm.
think.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, no, I have celerity, so that's fine. I hope at least it's fine. Ooh, barely.
Hmm.
See, you can't catch
Yes, you're
me.
good at dodging, but what are you going to do? Just run away from your enemies all the time?
Well, Mr. Ninja, we don't all have the training to stand and fight, and it takes time. I can't just learn it from one session.
Hmm.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with running if you know that you're at a disadvantage. I think that running is the wise thing to do.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes you just don't have the option. And sometimes running doesn't scare people.
Why are you so into scaring people?
It's a good way to get information if they think you are not just a human.
Well, you're kinda scaring me.
It's just a strategy. I don't plan on hurting you.
Well, I don't mean it that way.
So, in what way am I scaring you?
Another.
Can you be more specific?
I cannot.
Fine, fine. If you want, I could arrange that you get a training dummy in your apartment so that you can train more. You have that basement there. It could be a good area for that.
Actually, that's not a bad idea at all. I mean, I spend time down there anyway. Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Although,
oh,
you know, that
mm,
area is communal though, so probably other people will use it too.
then get it in your apartment. Don't you have a spare room there?
I don't think there's enough space. I mean, you can just call it a donation to the community or something. I bet you do that shit all the time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would really want a training dummy, though.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Or you can just come here and train.
Come here and train.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a euphemism?
He just shrugs.
Okay, shrugs, but with what expression?
Mm, with a very slight smile.
Well, I guess it's not too far away. And it's not too out of the way. I mean, it is, but I guess
It
training is
is.
important.
Well, it is important if you want to find a way to deal with things better, I think.
Better, I don't know, differently, yes. And I'm definitely getting the stun gun from Ruben. He can't shoot for shit anyway.
Huh. Seemed like he was doing pretty well the last time we faced those people, those slaves.
If by doing pretty well you mean that he almost died and he had a shotgun which has a pretty wide spread, so he was terribly lucky once again.
I mean, to be honest, if it was me with the shotgun, it would have went way worse.
Why is that?
Because I don't know how to use guns.
I mean, it's nothing too hard. You just aim and you pull the trigger.
And what about the recoil? What about the actual aim? How am I going to know where to aim to shoot at an appropriate place?
Well, at the end of the barrel.
Guns are too loud, and being loud is not something useful.
My gun isn't loud. Then again, I avoid using it, generally speaking, but
So why do you have a gun exactly if you don't want to kill people?
well, I'm a PI. I've found myself in really sticky situations at times, and
And what did you do with the gun?
defend myself.
How?
You don't normally need to shoot to kill. You can just, brandish it to scare people off, or scare people away, or hinder them.
And what if you're facing more than just one person? Do you think they'll be scared of one person with a gun?
In your
I,
experience, are they scared of one
I,
person with a katana?
oh, to be fair, I rarely use my katana against normal people.
Okay, but are they scared of one person? Or you have to kick their
I
asses?
try to make sure they don't see me, and one person going unconscious after the other is quite scary.
Yeah, but still, if you were to confront them, or if they were to confront you, let's say something goes wrong and you find yourself surrounded by five dudes, will they be scared of you? Or will they just attack you? What do you think will happen?
I think they'd attack me.
Well, exactly, so it doesn't matter what means of intimidation you have, the end result is the same.
Oh, but I'm not talking about intimidation. I'm just saying that it doesn't sound like a very useful strategy to just point your gun at three people or more.
Well, if you shoot the gun, even if you shoot it in the air, it provides a distraction that they can use to run away.
Right. Yeah, I think you should get something like a gun that shoots sleeping darts or things of the sort.
How would that be any different? It's the same result. But in any case, I've never found myself in a situation where I was surrounded by people and I had to do something. Like the most I have been faced with, just brandishing the gun is enough. And showing a badge.
Um, what about stun grenades?
Is that the thing you threw last night?
Yes.
I mean, I suppose that's a good strategy.
I mean, we could have fought them, but
Nah,
Yeah, wouldn't be worth it. Too much effort and
And
probably
chances
little
for things to
reward.
go wrong, like leaving behind evidence or some sort of a way for them to identify us. You never know what will happen in a scuffle.
Yeah, a bit of blood could always be used to track us.
I mean, yeah, nowadays everyone is in some database or another. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's not easy to disappear nowadays.
Well, at least not permanently.
At the same time, disappearing does sound like a useful strategy for some things.
Well, just, you know, I think we should have a backup plan in case the shit hit the fan with Section 9 and we actually need to disappear. You know?
We need to be ready to fake our own deaths.
Okay, that's a bit excessive, but
No, it's not. It might be the only way to escape them, and even then, I'm not so sure.
I mean, we could just go to India or something and just pretend to be cow herders or something.
And what makes you think they have no influence on India? India is the biggest, most populous country in the world right now. How would
Okay,
they not
so let's choose a
be
country
there?
that is not, let's say, on the map that much.
We could buy an island.
You could buy an island. But if you buy an island, they will know that you own an island, and guess what will happen to that island with all of us in it?
Here, I don't know. It's kind of hard to think of a place in the world that isn't connected to anything.
Well, I mean, if we go to a small country and we just hide in a backwards village somewhere, eh, I don't know. We just need to have a plan, a backup plan in case things go badly. And we have to discuss it with the others, of course. I mean, there might. Voltric told me that he knows a guy that could make people disappear in a way. Like,
No way.
you know how the witness protection programs work? Similar,
Hmm.
just not legal.
Right.
I mean, if
I'm not
something
sure.
bad happens, I'm sending my parents there. That's for sure because I don't want them getting into any kind of trouble because of me.
What if we find out so many things about Section 9 and we use our influence and resources to expose them?
I mean, that's what I well, that's what I hope for. That would be the best case scenario. But even if we manage to do that, we still have to plan for the a lot more significant chance of us failing.
If we fail, it will still be a fight worth dying for.
Assuming that in the end they are exposed, then yes, perhaps. But am I willing to put my life on the line just so they can continue doing what they do? No, absolutely not. And you shouldn't either.
Hmm. Well, I suppose we can try to discuss about this backup plan at some point. We just. But is it where? Where can we really be safe to talk?
I don't know, in an underground cave or something? Oh, wait. She looks around.
Oh, even then, I'm not so sure if this is safe yet.
Yeah, well, we'll have to think of something, because I don't think that things are going to go that well with Section 9. Just too many things don't add up, and, well, I don't know if this was an oversight on their part, but they managed to get some pretty decent heads together, and that will not work in their favor.
Although, if you think about it, wouldn't make any sense for Section 9 to be involved with what happened to me. They were the ones who told me about Jacobs. So I guess that's a good point,
I
at
mean,
least.
yeah, this was a bit of a big coincidence. At first,
Well,
honestly, I thought that it would be a red herring and just send us on a wild goose chase. But this seems to be legit. So not it's not crazy to think that there might be some involvement on their part.
it wouldn't surprise me if that woman in the red dress was actually a rival to them.
Perhaps they actually know everything and they're just giving us crumbs to keep us busy.
To keep us busy from what?
From looking into them? I don't know.
But that's it turns out that that's exactly what we are doing in the end.
I don't know. I'm just throwing thoughts out there. My brain is not 100% at the moment. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I understand. We I think we could use some moments to relax. These past few days are getting a bit too tense.
Tell me about it. It's like for every good moment, there's like three bads for punishment or something. I don't know.
I still am curious though
About what?
about this occultist guy that Ruben mentioned.
Well, I guess your curiosity will be sated as soon as you manage to arrange a meeting with the guy. I hope we can find out something from him.
Hopefully we will. And if we don't, at least it was worth trying.
Well, it's a start. I don't think that I will be satisfied if we don't find anything. I'll keep looking elsewhere. I need to. I just. I can't leave it like this. I need to know what's going on. I need to know if I can get my brother back.
What are you going to do if you can't?
I don't know. I really. I don't want to think about it. But here's the thing. I really don't understand what happened. Like, he said that okay, that he was in this movie and it flopped, and everyone blamed him for it, and that's the reason why this whole thing happened apparently. But I watched it. It wasn't that bad. It was just a normal movie, nothing extravagant. I don't understand why there was so much backlash. I'm trying, like, I made a post and I'm waiting for people to enlighten me on what was so bad about this movie or about his performance or anything. Because I don't understand. Something doesn't add up. It's too
What's
fucking
the name
weird.
of the movie?
Out of character, I have no idea. I forgot to ask, but she will give you the title.
Hmm. I don't really watch movies, not recent ones at least. So I'm not sure if I would be a good critic for that. Maybe I should watch it.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's like a normal movie, you know. I've seen way worse. And no biases aside, like if it was a bad movie, I would tell you it's a bad movie. It doesn't matter if my brother was in it or not. It just isn't. It's like a normal movie.
Was it too advertised? Maybe. Did people get too hyped for it?
I don't think so. I will have to look into it more. But in any case, I think that I'll see if I can make it to a late tonight unless something comes up. Would that be okay for you?
What? Oh, right, yes. I think I'm going to try to read more books about vampires. I mean, probably it's not like that, but surely, surely something out of all that has to be true, right?
I really don't know.
I
I
mean,
think we might be. It would be interesting to see if we can connect with some of these other hunter groups, or at least get some information from them.
especially that one that Section 9 doesn't like.
I mean, I was asked by Mr. Voldrig if I could find information about the Ashwood Abbey because they're sending him in to negotiate with them, and he wants to know if Section 9 is being truthful about them or not. So I do have that to look forward to during the day. See what I can find. Well, and if I find any vampire info, I'll sure send it your way, I guess.
So
I
far,
don't
all we
think
know
that.
about them
Well, I don't
is that
think
they
that
drink
novels will
blood.
help. Sorry, what?
Maybe. So far, all we know is that they like blood.
Well, yeah, that's really not enough.
And they seem to be weak against fire.
And probably only wake up at night, I would assume. I would hope.
Well, I don't know. I have never seen a vampire under the sun, but then again, I have never seen many vampires either. Just
That you know
two.
of.
Yes, that is also true. Probably I've seen many more, but I don't know. That guy that they burned, no, the first time we went there, I had seen him before, and he was nothing like that. So, I wonder how many more were actually vampires, and I didn't know.
I don't know, but I know that I saw a specific pattern on my brother, and now I have something to compare it to. At least I will be able to know. Well, I'm not exactly sure if he's a vampire, but at least I know that there's something off, and I know what to look for.
which is
Well, I can't really explain it. I could see that he's not human. I could see a specific pattern, but I can't really place it because I haven't seen it before. I haven't seen anyone else have it. But if I see someone else have the same thing, then at least I'll be on a path to find out what it is. At least that's my thought process on it.
hmm. I mean, he did drink Ruben's blood.
I know. Need to. I need to be in denial about it. Okay, just unless I find out that there's a way to reverse this, I really don't want to think about this.
Maybe there is a way for him to control himself, even if there isn't a way for him to revert back. Because, as I said, that guy I saw before, he wasn't out of control when I saw him the first time.
Maybe he wasn't a vampire when you saw him the first time.
Try to keep a positive thought.
Doing my best. Doing my best. It's just too many things at once. Like, I never thought that I would say this, but I don't think I can process all the information at once. And that has not happened before.
There is a first time for everything.
Can say that again. I think I should go. Sad face.
Do you really have to?
Well, I do need to find some information about this Ashwood Abbey group. After all, when you request some services, you have to pay them somehow, and that's the price. So technically, it's kind of like work. So well, and I don't know how long it will take.
Fair enough. Then, good luck.
I think I'm gonna need it.
I know what you're going to say, I don't need luck, but good luck anyways.
And no, I think this time I might need it. I don't think hunters advertises hunting supernatural things online or anything like that.
Well, not in normal ways at least. They probably have
Yeah,
stuff in the dark web or the deep web.
yeah, I know, but it's not like I'm feeling very comfortable going there through my own, you know, place. I have to uh, take extra steps to make sure that everything is secure, that nobody's watching, that, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call you about the lay though.
Alright. Then I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, you will. For sure. Unless something horrible happens, of course, which I don't think that this is the case, but sorry.
I think you can handle yourself pretty well. Jesus Christ, what happened to my tongue here? I think you can handle yourself pretty well.
Yeah, as long as I don't need to grapple anyone.
Hmm. Well, hopefully you won't have to. Just be sneaky and make sure there are no cameras watching you this time.
Yeah, got you. Well, it's not like you saw it either.
Well, I wasn't trying to open the safe because I can't really do that.
Well, it's a useful skill to have in my line of work.
Yeah, might be a useful skill for me to have too. At some point, I might be willing to learn.
Well, it's fairly easy actually. You can start with little bike locks.
Right. I'll keep that in mind.
Anyway,
And what is this Mr. Voltric like?
he likes tea a lot. He has a really nice dog. And I don't know. He seems trustworthy, but okay, I have to tell you this.
Hmm?
I think that he has um how do I put this? Actually, I don't think I'm sure that he had sex with Mrs. X without even knowing that it was her.
What?
Yeah, well, when I described her to him, he said something really weird, like if she has a, a mark behind her neck, and I'm like, oh no. But
Um,
that is that might be good though, because if he finds himself in this situation, I had him try and fish some information from her.
uh, I really thought she and Mr. X were like married or something like that.
One does not exclude the other.
Well, it should though, shouldn't it?
Well, to be fair, that's between the two of them. We don't know what kind of agreements they have in place, and probably it's something that they use to manipulate people, so. Uh, I don't know, it's just.
So you're saying that the odds of her getting information out of him are way larger than him getting information out of her.
No, because you wouldn't know what information he has, and he doesn't have that much.
Well, then I don't think you should trust him that much.
I don't. I just gave him enough to get something from him. And I just told him to find out maybe if she has been in LA for the past few weeks. That would be a good place to start, I believe. If he manages it, of course.
Right.
He doesn't, of course, know what's in LA or why I'm asking or anything like that, but
Well, maybe he doesn't, but I'm pretty sure she does.
yeah, but she has no reason to suspect him of knowing
No,
anything.
but she has reasons to suspect you.
I don't think that she knows that I've had contacts with him.
Mm.
At least I hope
I
not.
think you underestimate Section 9 way too much.
Well, what can I say? I've never been involved in a shady parliament organization before, so sorry. In any case, he's also very suspicious of Section 9, so that's a good thing. And I think that he can help us. And we can probably help him.
Hmm. We'll see.
Well, you will have to meet him anyway when he gets us the sample, so.
Hopefully, this won't come back to bite you.
Well, sometimes we gotta take some risks. And I think that this risk might be worth it.
And if it's not,
Then I'll take full responsibility for it.
well, let's hope your judgment doesn't fail you.
It hasn't so far, has it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know you for that long.
No, but I mean, my judgment was to go and break into this guy's place and see. Now we have something to follow up, you know?
You know, mm, yes. At the same time that I'm sure it was that gun that was used. What if the actual killer was just had just planted that information in that guy's house?
I'll tell you why. Because I saw him being the owner of this gun, and the gun was owned by a very old gentleman before that. But that was very, very old. So I don't think it was anyone else using this gun.
Hmm.
I guess you'll have to take my word for it, because that's what I saw. There's no way to prove it, or. Well, I hate this. I wish there was a way that I could actually have some concrete evidence about all the things that I see, you know?
Hmm. As long as the things you see can lead us to concrete evidences, it works.
I suppose I have to do with what we have for now. Okay,
Hmm.
anyway, I'll be going.
Bye.
Hey,
What?
bye, that's cold.
Hmm. Fine. He's going to give her a hug and a kiss.
Okay, he's gonna kiss him back and gonna smile. Well, that's more like it.
Warm enough for you?
Getting there.
Hmm.
And he will wink and walk away. If you
I'll.
have any declaration, now's the time.
Mm, no, he's just going to spend the rest of the day in his bunker, trying to figure some things out.
Okay. Well, thank you players for playing, Witchers for watching. This has been another scene for San Francisco by Night, Hunter the Vigil. We will see you on the next one. Bye!